Myself, Dr. Nagaraj Kamath, Assistant Professor and Assistant Head in the Department of Kriya Sharira, Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara College of Ayurveda and Hospital, Hassan. Today, the topic that we are dealing is basic of Kriya Sharira. The contents of the presentation, need of the study, converging approach of the study, Panchamahabhuta and dosha, functional terms for the dosha at cellular and the systemic level, applied understanding, and summary or take home points. First of all, need of the study. So, the vast concepts of the Kriya Sharira can be understood well when the basics of the Kriya are known very well. And the understanding of Ayurvedic physiology will be much more stronger when the first laying foundation stone, that is, understanding of basic concepts of the Kriya Sharira, is perfect. So, firstly, the converging approach of the study. For this, we should understand the basic shloka, that is Yat Pinde Tat Brahmande, Yat Brahmande Tat Pinde from Veda, which says that the components of the universe is equal to the components of the human being. So, when we consider the universe, it is made up of five basic elements, that is Pancha Mahabhutas. We have learnt in the physics also, these five basic elements are nothing but ether, air, fire, water, and earth. And in Ayurveda, it is called as Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi, respectively. So, when we say that the universe is made up of these Panchamahabhutas, then the Milky Way, that is the galaxy in which we are staying, or else the solar system, or else our planet Earth, and we individuals are also made up of this Panchamahabhutas. So, this is how the converging approach of study is done. So, when we consider the functional entities of this Panchamahabhutas in the body, then the term doshas come. So, the Vayu as well as the Akash Mahabhuta, they frame up the Vata dosha in the body. Then Pitta is made up of Agni Mahabhuta. And lastly, the two Mahabhutas, that is Jala as well as Prithvi, they frame up the Kapha dosha. So, when we consider the functional entities, then it should be framed up under certain nomenclature. So, Vata will be considered under the controlling unit, Pitta under the transforming unit, and Kapha under the stabilizing unit. So, when we understand this particular three doshas as three units, that is controlling, transforming, as well as stabilizing unit, then we should understand at what this entities do at the cellular level and what can be understood as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So, the controlling unit of the cell, that is nucleus, it can be related to the functions of Vata dosha. The transforming unit of a cell, that is mitochondria as well as the Golgi complex, can be functionally understood as the functions of Pitta dosha. Whereas the stabilizing unit of the cell, that is the cell membrane as well as the cytoskeleton, can be understood as the functions of Kapha dosha. So when the same thing, if we consider at the systemic level, then the controlling unit of all the system is nothing but the nervous system. So this can be related with the functions of Vata. And if you consider the transformation function that occur in each and every system, that is nothing but the Pitta dosha that is functioning. And the stabilizing unit of the body, that is musculoskeletal system as well as the reticuloendothelial system, this is considered as a stabilizing unit and they can be functionally related with the functions of Kapha dosha. When you consider the applied understanding, then we have to take certain examples of certain disorders. The most commonest disorder here we see is dyslexia, in which the control over the fine movements and even the judgment of the momentum as well as the alphabets etc. is being impaired. So here there is impairment in the control. So it means that there is impairment in the Vata dosha. So dyslexia is a condition in which there is Vata dosha impairment is most possible. Next, when you consider with a condition called as anterograde amnesia, which can be defined as the control over the recall of information or memory is being impaired here. So here again the loss of control or impairment in the control is present. So it means there is impairment of the Vata dosha. So last example here we consider is a paraplegia where the strength as well as the control over both the limbs is being lost or it is impaired. So in this case the control is also lost and the strength is also lost. It means there is impairment with both Vata as well as Kapha. So to sum up, the components of the universe is equal to component of the human beings. Akasha and Vayu frame up Vata dosha, Agni Mahabhuta frames up Pitta, Jala and Prithvi Mahabhuta frames up the Kapha dosha. Vata is the controlling unit of the body, Pitta is the transforming unit, and Kapha is the stabilizing unit of the body. Thank you one and all.